Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is definitely one of the fittest and most handsome actors in Bollywood, who really doesn't seem to age. With his youthful looks, his incredible body of work and his vivacious personality, he gives actors of this generation or any generation a run for their money. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome on stage India's very own Jack Bauer, Mr. Anil Kapoor. Please take a seat. Joining Mr. Anil Kapoor, we have another wonderful lady, a breath of fresh air. She's always lived life on her own terms, by her own rules. An actress, writer, director. Her career encompasses so much that it's difficult to sort of encapsulate it all in one go, but she's such an example and an inspiration for Indian women everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Neena Gupta. You know, when there's kids are like CCTV cameras after a certain age towards their parents. Like you're always watching them. This is true, sir. You're always you're always being watched. You know, and then they judge you also a little bit, and they take things from you and learn things from you. So what are the things that either directly or indirectly you've seen about your parents that you've imbibed into your life or always fall back on as a great learning?
I think for me, it's just been, I mean, for me, obviously, it's just been my mom that I've, you know, constantly seen growing up. And I think the one thing that I've really picked up from her is that, you know, she's always laughing at herself. I think that that one thing of having a good sense of humor and, you know, never taking yourself too seriously, you know, personally or professionally, I think that's one thing I picked up. The other thing is that she's always been very focused on her health. You know, she's someone who has constantly stressed on the fact that, you know, be healthy, take care of yourself, you know, take care of your body, it'll reward you later. So I think these are the few things I picked up, but this one really sticks with me, especially now because I'm getting older. It's coming back. It's all coming back to me, and it's all that she told me is now making sense finally.
But then the culture of that, you know, looking after yourself, a certain level of self-preservation has always been in the family. Then, even from a young kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because I feel like she said, and you know, as kids, you tend not to listen because you're like, no.
Yeah.
You know, but I think
that's just an answer you have to have.
You have to have. But I think for me, as I'm growing up now, I feel like it's more and more important because when you're over 40, you won't really have. She's like, you won't have hair, and you won't have this, and you won't have skin and eyes.
What is happening? I mean, what happened?
She gave me these extreme reactions, which is why I'm like this. So, yeah.
Shut up.
No, you have to scare them. So you're thinking the day you hit 40, it's going to be the most paranoid
day. Everything will be finished.
Like my hair is going to fall.
If you're Anil Kapoor's child, you never have that fear. You will always have hair. You're forever young.
Yeah.
And always.
Yeah. There's no genetic issues there in this side of the family.
No, I think I'm safe.
Ria, please tell us your answer on that. What have you observed about your dad and
I think, like,
your parents?
you know, the one most important thing that I was recently discussing this with one of my friends as well, is that, you know, when we were growing up, my mother really, she never let us have a sense of the industry that my dad was part of. Like I knew that dad was an actor and I knew all these things, but no matter what happened, the atmosphere at home would stay the same. If his movies did well, I didn't know. If his movies did not do that well, I didn't know. The reaction was always the same, and I think that that's something he's always instilled in me. He said, react nahi karne ka, move on, move on, move on, move on. Just work hard and move on. And I think he's just been so, he's been so positive. He doesn't really have a temper. He doesn't take in a lot of stress. I think that's another reason that everyone's like, dude, your dad looks so young. I'm like, what about react to me? I'm looking great, you know? But like, I think that's one of the reasons, because he doesn't harbor any negativity. And I think that I've taken, I mean, I hope that I've taken that from him. I mean, I don't remember the last time I got really angry or lost my temper at someone. And I can say the same of my father as well, you know?
Yeah.
He's really patient. He's really understanding. He gives everyone a second chance, you know. I remember many years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something happened within our company, and he was like, you know, I've never let go of anyone from a job, ever. And I was like, you know, he's like, I've always believed in second chances. I've always believed in forgiveness. I've always believed in moving on and staying positive and believing in the good in people and yourself, you know. And that's what, I mean, I hope to take from him always, because I feel like it makes you a good businesswoman. It makes you a good human being. And he's always been, you know, even though he's worked so much, his influence on me as a father and sort of shaping my morality, it's been extreme, you know. And I think that that's the only way to really influence someone's personality as a child, is love, you know.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Mr. Kapoor and Mrs. Gupta, I want to ask you guys, what makes, like, kids have a really, with every age, their way of showing love keeps shifting. What makes you guys feel loved?
What makes me feel loved?
No, not you. But have you asked you the question? I'm asking them the question. Every question. Why I'm like looking there and asking the question. No, as parents, you know, what makes you guys feel loved by your kids?
Ladies first.
नहीं आप बोले आप बोले
I think both have got really sentimental, huh? Really emotional. Yeah, you know, these things happen to parents, and this is the first. What did you come again? Sorry, I went.
How
to,
they make you feel loved? मैंने इसलिए नहीं बोला, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही थी क्या बोलूं, तो मैंने कहा आप पहले बोलो. तो इस दौरान मुझे समझ में आ गई कि मैंने क्यों ऐसा कहा. Because you cannot put it in words.
Yeah.
Your
Right.
question ka answer, I cannot put it in words.
I understand.
It cannot be A, B, C, D. It's the whole package deal, you know, the whole package.
I know.
I don't think I can explain.
I think every moment spent, every second spent looking at your children, and you know, good, bad, positive, their smile, their happiness. I think you know, every time we feel loved.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything they do, we feel loved. Yeah.
And has there been a role reversal of kind? Have you started noticing that your kids are becoming your parents and have become like pretty dictatorial about, like, you need to do this, you need to start reading right?
Absolutely. She screams at me, shouts at me, tells me what to do, tells me how to behave, tells me what to wear. You know, sometimes it becomes too much, but I have learned a lot, because I feel today, if I'm with the times,
Yeah.
in every which way, is because of her.
Right.
You know, which song is happening or which is not happening. All these things, then you grow with them. So now they tell us what's happening in the world, you know.
Right. She's your software update.
Yeah, yeah.
With me, it's the other way around. I update them.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that that's not
Checkmate,
true.
Ria.
I just want you to know that's not true. You can just, please, I just want you to see the fashion evolution alone, and you will know.
It's whose blood is it? Yeah. सिखाया किसने? Of course, Ria and so, you know, all three are totally different. But you all don't know my son, of course. He's not here. But he becomes more like a, you know, sometimes like a parent, and tells me what to do and what not to do, and, you know, the deals and how much money I should ask. Don't let go, yeah. Actually, you're saying it because you want the money, or because... because ultimately the money is going to come to all three of you. So you're worried about your piece of cake, or you're actually worried about me.
Correct.
You know? So yeah, he is a kind of a person who, of course, sometimes behaves like the elderly, not only to me, to all of us.
So he's
the youngest.
He's the youngest, but he's the elder in the family.
He's the elder in the family.
And who's the motivator for you? Who's the one who's like, you have to do this, you have to go for more? No one.
I'm my own guru.
Sunita auntie is going to be very
You've
unhappy.
done nothing.
I'm useless.
Zero input, quite frankly speaking. Ma'am, I wanted to also ask you, you've spoken quite a few times about the support that you received from your own father during your life and during some tough times. How much does a parent's love and support mean, and how has it influenced your life?
I feel whatever I am today is because of my parents. The good, bad,
Right.
whatever. And I have told a lot of people in interviews and all, I could go through life. I had a very tough life because of certain decisions I made. I said if I could go through everything because I knew that my parents will take me back.
Right.
Okay, that if I have done a mistake and if I go back, they will take me in. If I didn't have that, maybe I would have gone in a wrong direction, or I don't know. But I always say to everybody that don't think what I have done you can also do. Do you have parents like mine?
Right.
You know,
Right.
so that is the main strength of anyone. Even like today, a few years back, my father was alive. He was even then it was like that.
Right.
You know, so I think that's
So,
most
like,
important.
beyond any judgment, beyond right and wrong, they always
Yeah.
just been there.
They might scold you, they might hit you, they might abuse you, but they are there for you. Very important for
Right.
anything.
Right. Without that, it's really difficult to sort of move
Very
on.
tough, very tough.
But I want to, here's a question for both of you. Post the age of 50, a lot of people, and a lot in our country especially, they just start to dramatically slow down. Even emotionally, they feel, they blame a lot on just being a certain age, like, okay, now what am I going to do? Whereas with both of you, you guys have embarked on new chapters, new adventures, almost, so with you, though, it's like, I feel like you've rebooted a whole new career. It's another, yeah, it's like, okay, I've done this, now we'll start from zero and go hit that and out of the park too. So, really, what drives you, keeps you motivated constantly to want to do these things? And why do you think it's not hitting a lot of people in India? After a certain age, they just feel like, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, 50 हो गए, I can't move.
Question, I can't answer this question. Sorry.
Sir,
It's
मेरे
not
ऐसे
for,
तो मैं
it's not
बोल
for me. I'm not 50.
So, I so what do you think about those people? I mean, I'm like, there are these people.
You ask me.
The others.
Yeah.
Then I can answer for them.
As our elders, what do you think the issue with our elders is, sir? Let me reiterate.
Because the way you asked me the question.
हाँ, नहीं, sorry, sir.
I have to leave this.
गलत लिख दिया मैंने.
Yes, yeah. So I feel, of course, now the new 40 is the new almost 25 or the 30. The new 50 is the 40. And the new 60 is the new 30. So, well, I think, matter of fact, today, all of you all are much more fortunate that you have so much of information available to you on the tip of your finger. When I was in my 30s, obviously, I was not aware of so many things, or 20s, it depends on, from where you come from, your background, your parents. So my parents were not very physically conscious people at all. My mom and dad were not completely. That also makes a lot of difference when you have your parents who are physically conscious. Absolutely. So I, in a way, you can say I am the torchbearer of the Khandan. Because my dad and grandfather, basically, they believed in only walks. So
but that's a great thing you said, because it's a cultural Indian thing. Walk hi karte the aap.
So walk. So obviously I started with walks. So I used to go with my grandfather when I used to, go with him for walks, long walks. And obviously I combined it with my voice exercises also, because I wanted to be an actor from the time I came into my senses. So I combined my walks and my voice, and I used to go and, leave him and go to climb a big tanki, go up so that nobody looks at me and start shouting and doing my voice exercise and these kind of things I used to do when I was a kid with my grandfather. So that's the journey of the physicality and the consciousness of being fit. And for me, the fitness was that he was, if I remember, he was in his 80s, but he would have a good meal. He never dieted.
Yeah.
He had a good meal. And the meetha was very important.
बिल्कुल,
You know,
बिल्कुल, yeah.
अगर बोला क्या मीठा बना हुआ है तो बोला custard बना है. Custard was a very was a common man's dessert. Custard and jelly. Okay, अब custard and jelly नहीं बना हुआ है. So then he would open his cupboard where his clothes were there and he would have a piece of that sugar. वो जो उसको क्या बोलते हैं cube. वो जो rock होता है ना sugar का. Mishri. So I think almost till he touched 90,
Right.
after his meal, he would have his meal and he would have that mishri. So that was but obviously that what kept him fit was his walks. So I started with that, and then of course there were other gyms which came up after that, which were
Right.
very, was the Talwalkar gym. So my first time I really went into a gym was in Talwalkar gym.
Right.
तो हम लोग का क्या होता था, हम लोग जो एक्टर्स थे, मैं, Jackie and all those kind of guys, when we started our careers,
जी.
and, that kind of thing. The first time you go to the party, now these days they only talk about the health and the fitness and all.
that's the
हमारा सिर्फ ये था कि buffet किधर है.
That's yeah.
First go to the buffet, or someone want to have a drink or whatever. So I was not really fond of drinking or something like that. So I was like one of the boring guys of the industry. So that's what is really, I'm reaping the harvest. Initially I was known as the boring actor who was, that I would have my meal and I would go home and not have late nights. And there used to be parties at my house and, from films, and all my friends would come and the host would be sleeping.
Wow.
I had my meal and go to sleep. So I think that has really worked. The simplicity of my, the way I have led my life. Very, very simple.
And you haven't
I've
also
not really gone into intense dieting or, food habits or, exercising like a madman or, having protein shakes or क्या कुछ लगाते हैं injection वगैरह, पता नहीं, I don't know what it is, those kind of things, to build their bodies along. So for me, it's been very, very simple. Matter of fact, I was in London and I was very fortunate to meet Mr. Fauja Singh, who's who's a marathon runner.
Absolutely.
And he's about 105 to 106 years old.
106.
So I also asked him, I said, what is, आप क्या करते हैं, क्या खाते हैं, कैसे क्या करते हैं. तो सबसे तो I'm a good listener. So I keep on reinventing and listening to people who are much more educative and much more, जिनके पास ज़्यादा ज्ञान है मेरे से. तो मुझे तो लगता है constantly I can always learn.
Right.
So for him, it's basically simple positivity and simple life, which has kept him going. Nothing which is really extreme.
Yeah.
And so that's been my life
He
also.
has the
And,
most,
yeah.
I read his diet and there's like nothing
Yeah,
there.
so I think for coming to your question, what I would say is positivity.
Right.
As Ria just observed about that, I don't believe in harboring negativity. I forgive and I see the good side of the people rather than seeing. First, I see the good sides, and most of the time, the good side is much more than the bad side.
Right.
So that keeps me very, very positive,
Right.
and I move on. I've got my own way of forgetting anything which is going to stress me or be negative.
Right.
So I have to have a separate session for that to tell what exactly I do for being to keep myself positive and
Right.
fit and energetic and excited about my work. Because the more fitter you are, the more you feel good about yourself. And as I said, that one more thing which I would like to say, which I would like to share with all of you all, is that there's 1.5 hour of your life you should dedicate totally to yourself. Completely.
Right.
No wife, no mother, no father, no children, no work, no profession. That
Right.
can wait. So when you give that 1.5 hour to yourself, mentally and physically, and that's what I've been following, that 1.5 hour, that gives me the positivity, the energy, the strength, everything to be nicer and from professionally, personally, as a parent. Because if I'm feeling good about myself, I can really give a lot.
But that 1.5 hours, do you count as also your like exercise time, or this is a 1.5 hours?
No, 1.5 hour everything. One and a
Okay.
half, 2 hours.
Right.
Where I sit, but I'm with my thoughts
Yeah.
and with the people I want to be with.
That's a great
You know,
point, yeah.
and talk about, obviously, most of the time talking about how I'm feeling, so how the day will begin, so what is your feeling, so what kind of exercise I should do.
Right.
Today I should just walk, or I should run,
Yeah.
or I should do weights, or should I
Right.
do yoga today? No, today I should swim. And what I'm going to do. So
Right.
basically, I don't, it's not a set routine. I keep on improvising,
So
functional.
you listen to yourself.
Listen to
basically,
myself,
yeah.
and I keep on listening to people who are much more aware of, and I keep on learning because the world is such today that everything is growing and science is growing, and sometimes some food is good, some food is not good.
And they change also, sir,
The
every
change is
month.
also happening. So you have to keep your ears and eyes open. So that's what I've done.
Right. I think that's a couple of great points. One is that also you eat dessert still.
100%.
You're
yeah.
not these.
मैं अपने प्लेट से नहीं खाता, दूसरों के प्लेट से खाता हूँ. So everybody says whenever they're with me, they say that actually you order your own dessert. नहीं, मैं नहीं खाऊंगा यार.
Achha, you're that kanta which
Yeah.
comes
I said,
Oh,
नहीं यार.
that-
खाने के बाद I'll have just little dessert.
that kone ka kanta jo aata hai. Ching, I'll have a small. But ma'am, want to ask you, do you also get time to take an hour and a half out for yourself? How have you sort of struck the balance for yourself? What has worked for you?
Yoga in the morning,
Okay.
45 minutes, and 1 hour walk in the evening. I'm addicted to walks. Addicted.
So both of you have kept the old
Addicted.
school and added to it. But, you
Yeah,
know,
because you see, I have a problem. Like I like vada pav, puri aloo, bhajia pav. Those are like, somebody that day asked me what turns you on. I said vada pav. So it's like, so I like these things. I don't have meetha because I like these things. So I do like balance. Like if I have vada pav, then I'll have khichdi in the night. So, and I'm a vegetarian because of my parents. I have never had non-vegetarian. So I'm lucky because क्या खाऊंगी? दाल रोटी, सब्जी रोटी, दाल चावल, है ना? यही खाऊंगी. But I think my walk has saved me. And एक प्रॉब्लम है कि दिल अभी जवान है, शरीर जवान नहीं रहा. दिल जवान है और अभी भी ड्रीम्स हैं.
जी. तो वो भी जिंदा रहे. ये मतलब कमाल की चीज है. एक तो है कि we were earlier talking a lot about the nutritional aspects of everything, but I think what they both have brought forth is also that emotionally आप कैसे हैं और उस पे थोड़ा समय बताइए. Otherwise everything else, these crash diets and this muscle building and all that is kind of pointless. It has to be a marriage of both. And 1.5 hours for yourself is not a bad idea at all. It just changes who you are. So this is a question that has been given to me by every single person. I know you asked it a lot, but one is, the question here is how do you manage to stay so fit? But you've spoken quite a lot about it. But I got the opportunity to interview you a couple of months ago. There also, I remember one person from the audience was asking, how do you stay fit? How do you stay fit? And you, but at the end of that, you had stated something which really stuck with me. You said that you know who you are. You don't think you're 20 and acting like a 20-year-old. So you addressed life as you are and fixed yourself accordingly. And that you talked a lot about. I feel how important is it for people to also realize, okay, they're this age and they can't be living the life that they used to live, and they need to let some things completely eliminate from their lives in order to have the next 20 years a little more healthy. How difficult, and you meet people from all around the world, how difficult is that in an Indian context for people?
Of course, first of all, you can't be delusional about yourself,
Right.
Financially, emotionally, financially, physically, you can't be delusional. The people, what happen most of the time, they get delusional. वो अपने आप को ज़्यादा
push करते
हैं sometimes. So you have to push. Obviously, you have to raise the bar constantly. You have to keep on pushing. So you have professionals, first of all, who can, who are there to take care of you. And, so you have to find the right person. For me, what I have done is, where health is concerned, which I don't know if I've shared with you, but I would like to share where health and where food is concerned, which is what is, I don't even, blink an eyelid if someone needs anything. It might cost whatever I can afford. I can go and I'll do it. First, my priority will be that. If someone wants to buy something which is, something which I feel is not necessary, I said that can wait. That can wait. So for me, I feel that's very, very important to whatever capacity you all can afford to. But the first priority should be have the best where health is concerned and where what you consume every day, because that's
Right.
very important. Because obviously there are things which satisfy your taste buds, but which are healthy. They cost a little bit more.
Yeah.
So rather you spend on that rather than buying a bag or an outfit, or buying a car or a piece of jewelry or another property, or any luxury.
Prioritize.
So prioritize that. So that's what we have prioritized in our family. That if there's anything, I don't even flinch an eyelid, and I said go ahead and do that. So that's the most important thing. And of course, being hiring a professional. And of course, but I feel इतना ज़्यादा conscious भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि यार ये बंद कर दो, वो बंद कर दो, ये कर दो, वो कर दो.
आप दोनों ने ये बहुत अच्छा किया है.
वो नहीं किया है. You see, because it's an investment which is of years. Overnight, that's what every time I tell everybody. I said, don't go hysterical, don't go berserk doing now. You'll not be able to do that. Don't diet so much. Don't exercise so much. Can you do this continuously forever?
Yeah.
Can you, why are you going mad drinking so much? Yeah? Why are you eating so much? Or why are you, extreme?
Right.
I said, just divide. Even in your career, in your profession, you burn yourself out. You have to completely think as a marathon. Your life, your career, your health.
You're in the marathon business.
It's a marathon.
Right.
It's not a 100-meter dash.
Right. Great.
Yeah.
Right. And ma'am, for you, have you had any friends who've always been super unfit and then suddenly rebooted their life? Have you had that phase? Because that's a big cultural thing in our country also. We've put so many years into work and building careers, and there is no 9 to 5 anymore in India. That doesn't exist really. So people, the number one complaint everybody has is, I don't have any time, man. I'm so tired. Have you had anybody who's just rebooted their life, and when did you really started getting attentive about your health?
As you grow old, you realize कि गाड़ी से उतरते वक्त उस तरह से नहीं उतरते, अब धीरे से दरवाजा खुलता है, धीरे से उतरते हैं.
तो हॉरर फिल्म बना दी आपने.
So शरीर आपका बता रहा है भैया थोड़ा धीरे चलो. अब वैसा
कैमरा नजर आए फास्ट. कैमरामैन.
कई बार और मुझे लगता है जिस प्रोफेशन में मैं हूँ उसकी वजह ने भी मुझे हेल्प किया है that I have to be fit. When I see some of, I'm sorry to say, my classmates from school and college,
school reunions में क्या होता है?
मुझे तब दिखता, जब उनको देखती हूँ मुझे लगता है oh God, I'm so old because they have not looked after themselves.
Right.
Because बच्चे बड़े हो गए, पति कहीं जाएगा भी तो ठीक है, नहीं जाएगा तो ठीक है, तो अब चलता है, बच्चे ठीक रहने चाहिए, है ना? और उसके अलावा मेरा कुछ है नहीं, एम्बिशन नहीं, कुछ नहीं है, तो मोटे होते हैं, होने दो. लद्दड़ एक वर्ड होता है हिंदी में, है तो होने दो. मैं भी शायद वैसी हो जाती अगर इस प्रोफेशन में ना होती शायद. So I don't know, but I feel, I feel very happy to be old. I feel very comfortable and peaceful. मेरे को लगता है कितनी चीज़ें नहीं करने की ज़रूरत, किसी और को अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए मेहनत नहीं करनी, कोई इतनी बड़ी एम्बिशन नहीं है कि उसमें लगे रहो. आई एम वेरी कंफर्टेबल. थोड़ा सा फैट है तो चलता है यार, बट कंफर्टेबल हूँ. उठने बैठने में दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए, और अच्छे कपड़े पहनने का शौक इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अच्छे कपड़े पहनने का शौक है तो शरीर मोटा होगा तो अच्छे कपड़े नहीं पहनेंगे, तो फिर सिर्फ डिजाइनर ग्लासेस या शूज ही ले सकते हैं मतलब.
Gee. Have you been, how has Ensure been sort of helping you? I've been having some of the stuff that they've made. It's beautiful. The cold coffee stuff is yum. So how do you think that really would help? Would it help kickstart life and just help people also who have not been into fitness their whole life?
I think for people who have not been into fitness, it will help, because doctors also say sometimes when like people, especially to women, they should have calcium, more calcium, and vitamin D and things like that. So I think these kind of things help. That's why they are made, and even the doctors say that you should take some supplements like that.
Right, sir. So what about you, sir? Have you been using Ensure and just enjoying the...
I think it's I think it really helps, because somewhere, you constantly cannot keep on having, solid food.
Yeah.
So sometimes just a quick, little drink.
Yep.
It really helps. And sometimes mostly when I'm shooting or when I have long hours and I just want to keep on, revitalizing and feeling fresh, these things really help. Yeah, these kind of,
Right.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you both, there's a little time for Ensure usage.
We'll ensure they have it.
Yeah, you're ensuring, we'll ensure they'll have Ensure is great. Guys, thank you so much for this wonderful conversation. Thank you all very much. And to sum up this extremely interesting, thought-provoking discussion, I agree, I think a lack of strength is really not an excuse anymore. Each and every one of us need to make sure that our parents are really energetic and healthy in order for them to sort of achieve their dreams. At this point in time, we're also going to be opening the floor to any media questions, but also I'd like to invite Dr. Shweta Rastogi, who is a renowned clinical dietitian, to join us on stage. And of course, I'd request Amal back on stage, please. Could we have a round of applause for them? Thank you. And ma'am, I'd just like to ask you, as you are a nutritionist, what is the connection between nutrition and strength? And how does this change as we start growing older? How much more important does it get?
See, nutrition and strength is like two wheels of your life. Or you can say it's the balance in your life. If we do not eat well and if we do not exercise, we just do not get that integrity. So both the things are important in our lives. If we do not eat well, we are not going to get our proteins and certain nutrients. See, protein is still not a very big concern because we are still getting it. But my concern mostly as a clinical practitioner is, what about the vitamins? When we check the vitamin B levels, when we check the vitamin D3 levels, they are very, very low. In everyday cases, if I'm estimating around 100 patients, I'm getting around 50–60% people who are getting these levels very low. So when these levels are very low, you're not able to utilize a lot of things in the cycles, biochemical cycles which are happening in your body. So it is very important to absorb these nutrients right properly from the diet. That's the first thing. Second thing is, if the diet is not proper, these nutrients will not help you exercise also to the fullest. So when you're not exercising, you're not utilizing your nutrients and you're not building your muscles. So both the things are going to affect your life later. Now, when coming on to your second part, what about when we are aging? As Mr. Amal had already mentioned, that when we are aging, we are losing a lot of nutrients. See, women after 35 start losing their calcium 1% every year. That's a big amount. See, because what happens is, in the adolescent age, we have a lot of junk food. The diet is the worst during the adolescence age. When we do a survey, we find that the college students are having mostly the junk food and most erratic diets. So by then, you're not building your calcium. Later, when you are aging, again, you're losing calcium because you're aging. So when you're losing nutrients from your body, that's when you start becoming weak. So that's very, very important to have the nutrients at the right age. And later, when you do not have this capacity or you feel the muscle strength is not there, it's very important to depend on certain vitamins and supplements so that you are again coming back to, or you're able to bounce back, as I think both these dignitaries also mentioned. So it's very, very important to have the right combination. So aging with right nutrients is very important. Have it right from the beginning and later try to supplement it if it is not coming through the diets.
Thank you so much. And we're going to open up the room for a few questions if anybody's got from the media. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Just get a microphone.
I have a question here.
Oh, right. Sir.
Sorry. My question, I am Sanjay. My question is to Mr. Anil Kapoor and Mrs. Neena Gupta. Actually, I am also almost reaching the age of 50. So my question is to both of you is that at the age of 50 or plus, 45 plus, actually when your children are almost at the grown-up stage, when you decide to fulfill your unfulfilled dreams, actually, how do you ensure that your dreams of your career and marriage of your children don't get diluted? And still you take care of those dreams as well as try to fulfill your dreams, unfulfilled dreams of your childhood.
Again, Nina will answer because either I'm 45, either I'm 50.
I'm probably just 2 months elder to you.
For me, you're a young boy.
Thank you. Ma'am, if you can just let me.
कुछ नहीं, आंसर ये है कि एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है बस. वो भी ड्रीम भी फुलफिल हो जाते हैं और बच्चों की शादियां भी हो जाती है, बच्चों की देख रेख भी हो जाती है, एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है बस.
हाय रिया एंड मसाबा, मेरा सवाल आपसे है. आपके लेफ्ट में स्पीकर की तरफ हूँ, बस आप सुन लें मुझे. मेरा नाम आलोक है. मेरा सवाल है कि क्या ऐसे सपने हैं या क्या ऐसी चाह है नीना जी की या अनिल कपूर साहब की जो रिया या मसाबा पूरा करना चाहते हैं, या उनसे कभी पूछा है कि अभी भी वो कौन से ड्रीम्स हैं जो आप दोनों एज अ डॉटर्स पूरा करना चाहते हैं?
You know, I think that it's very funny, but I was just literally just having this discussion last night. But apart from my career and my fitness level, my father has never had, I think my father's biggest dream for me is that I have a six-pack. You know, I still remember I used to come back from college and I used to be like, Dad, like, this is my GPA. He used to look at me and he used to be like, just be fit, beta. Like, there would be no, like, I would come back and I would, like, I used to rank in school and I was a full-on, like, I was studious and everything. There was no reaction at all. And kabhi aisa nahi hua ki, you know, beta shadi kar lo, ya, you know, never, not even once. I said, Dad, how do you feel? Like, Sonam and I, like, we're going to get married soon, I think. Like, you know, it happens, right? I said, don't be so dated, beta. You're so outdated, you're so old-fashioned, you know. And he's just never put any pressure. He just says, work hard and just make a fantastic body. That's my father's major dream for me. So I feel like I'll think about fulfilling the
Health is, health is the
six-pack
wealth.
part of
It's
it,
not
I
the
just love
six-pack,
food.
but it's just, if you're healthy, you're happy, life is fantastic. It's beautiful. Absolutely. You can, all these, your personal ambitions, your professional ambitions will be fulfilled if you're feeling healthy and feeling good about yourself. वो कब करना है, क्या करना है, वो अपने आप हो जाएगा यार. टेंशन लेने का उसका. Don't take stress. Don't take
He just
stress.
says that, like, if you're looking great, you've won. You've already defeated them.
For me, it's actually been a little different because my mom sacrificed a large part of her life to bring me up and, make sure that I wasn't feeling neglected or, my whole life went in a very normal way. So for me, now, because I remember when she used to come home, there used to be this fight between me and my grandfather because both of us wanted to spend time with her. And she used to come home from like a 12-hour work day and we'd sit with her and fight and say, I'll speak to her first or whatever. And I feel like, now when I look back and she tells me sometimes that should I go back to work and or should I, start working again or should I at least do something with my time because now she's not doing much. I keep telling her that she needs to do something because I keep telling her that she can't let her creativity just sit at home. She's somebody who I think really did a lot of great work back in the day. And that's one dream I have for her. That, I think we had this discussion 3-4 days back that don't sit at home. Even if you sit at home, work from home. Or, don't make your life just about eating and drinking. Vada pav you can have, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Eat vada pav, but at least write something while you're eating it. You know what I mean? What? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
One episode. So, so I feel like that's my biggest dream for her because when I was a child, she used to tell me no matter what happens to you, work. No matter where you are, at what point in your life, you have to work, you have to have an individual, independent life away from your parents, from your husband, from your kids tomorrow. And like I said, it's funny that this walking thing has become a thing here, but that's something she used to tell me. Right. She used to take me to Juhu Beach and I used to cry, but she used to say, it'll save you later. Your body will thank you later. And, obviously I did a lot of things that she didn't want me to do, which is why I'm scared to hit 40, like I said. But, I think the two things that I wish for her is one, health, and that she always works. Yeah.
There's a lady here who's been waiting to ask a question quite a few times.
Is it necessary that the size matters? Because I think that I am healthy and perfect and I can run a marathon 10 kilometers and I can cook for my 28 cancer kids within 1 hour. Is that size matters?
Health matters, not size. Health. If you are feeling healthy, you can be as
I
big.
feel like there's so many
Doesn't
really
matter.
skinny people who are not healthy, you know,
Yeah.
who will be panicking
Yeah.
when they
Oh, yeah, that's a great
one
point.
flight
They are
of
very
stairs.
sick people. Some
I've
very
seen
skinny
women
people.
who are bigger who have run marathons, like you said, or who can kill me in the gym. You know what I mean? So it's not got anything to do with size.
Thank you.
I keep on telling my wife, "You're looking so beautiful." No, I put on weight, looking even better. This is what I love about you. This is
See,
fantastic.
weight is something which you are definitely finding it on the machine, but most important thing is fitness. See, never ever aim for a perfect figure or ideal body weight, which people keep doing it. And we always tell them that you are a person, you have to see from where you started, and fitness is the most important thing in life. So that you rightly said.
Thank you so much. I've just got one, because Amal, you're the only representative here at this point in time from the corporate world.
Sure.
Where the #1 complaint is I don't have any time, or I can't keep up, I got too many things. You're always on your checking mails. How have you been able to strike a balance and keep fit?
Okay, so you know we have long working hours.
Yeah.
So it's one thing is important about finding time. So I exercise about 5 times a week. I try to run cumulative about 35 odd kilometers in a week. I love my vada pav and meeta. I can assure you that. But and of course balancing with right nutrition. So it's very regimented exercise and nutrition. Because that's, as Anil said, and it makes you feel good. You know, after you have that exercise, the energy that you feel, how refreshed you feel, you can go with a lot of positivity and concentrate much better in what you want to do.
Right. I mean, it's been a great chat. I also feel it's suddenly, just through this chat, it's prioritized what your life's all about.
Vada pav.
Vada pav has...
And meeta.
Somewhere there's Vada pav watching this right now who's crying. It's never gotten so much footage in its life. It's like nobody talked about me before like this. It's been given a lot of love. But I want to thank you all so much. And of course, the audience who've been really gracious. And also to give your parents the strength to chase their dreams, guys, please visit www.livenonstop.in to further understand what all can be done. But thank you all so much. And we come to the end of this wonderful event. And hopefully, we'll be really happy if you could all join us for lunch. So thank you all so much and a huge round of applause. Yes, yes. Have a good night.
इसी की तो वेट कर रहा था मैं. फोटो आपका होगा.
We're going to just give us a second. We'll push the chairs out.